So I have pretty much watched Neighbours since I can remember. I'd say around 75% of my life. And I have always felt ashamed in doing so simply due to the fact that it is perceived as a less popular slash trashy show, also known as a guilty pleasure program. A guilty pleasure is something like a show or movie that one enjoys despite feeling that it is not generally held in high regard or is seen as unusual or weird. Personally, the easiest way for me to tell what guilty TV pleasure is if the show is made for anyone other than a straight man, it automatically falls under this guilty pleasure category, which is absolutely ridiculous. As I've always had a passion for this topic, I decided to create an online survey to see if others felt the same way. There is no age or gender limit for participants, and it is simply aimed at anyone who watches television, whether they do or don't believe they are audiences to any of these guilty pleasure programs. The survey consists of 10 questions regarding who, what, when, where, and how. I have gained the permission from one of the respondents you'll hear momentarily to participate in creating this film by providing their own responses to the survey questions. Can you think of any television programs that you are afraid to admit that you watch?
Yeah, I can think of a few.
And why are you ashamed to watch them in the first place?
Probably because they're like seen as trash TV. That's how I'd describe it.
And when did you develop this guilty pleasure?
Probably around high school, early high school maybe.
Cool. And what do you believe makes programs fall under the guilty pleasure category?
Well, as I said, they can be seen as like trashy, and they're not really they're a bit irrelevant to real life. So people don't think they're of high quality because they're so dramatic, and that's why people won't really admit to watching them, I guess.
What channels do you believe air majority of these guilty pleasure programs?
Well, not free to air TV. I'd say more like the Foxtel channels, so like MTV, like Fox 8 or Arena, like those kind of channels.
And what is it about these programs that are appealing to you?
I'd say like when I watch them, it kind of like allows me to escape from my reality, like, and they're humorous and lighthearted. Sometimes it's nice to just watch a show that doesn't require too much thought.
And how often do you watch these television shows?
I'd say pretty often, yeah.
Where do you watch these particular programs and why?
I'd say usually in the lounge room, most of the time, when my family's out or if they're asleep. Sometimes as well, I'll watch it on my laptop in my room if my family's home, or yeah.
And do you watch them alone or with others?
Definitely alone.
Approximately at what time of day do you generally watch these shows and why?
I'd say there's not really a specific time that I watch them, but it's just like whenever I have the house to myself, and then I'll like put on the TV and watch it. Most of the shows that I do watch though under this category are like they kind of run all day, like a range of times.
Alright, great. Thank you for your responses. So, all in all, it appears that majority of people tend to feel guilty or ashamed for watching particular shows in which they enjoy. But it doesn't make sense, especially because so many people are doing it. Maybe we should just stop hiding what we like and are passionate about, and we'll all stop feeling embarrassed watching these sorts of television shows. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you'd like to participate in the online survey, the link is in the contact menu on my blog. Thank you.